Hi everybody, my name is John Cummings, and today we're going to be talking about climate change. Specifically, we're going to be talking about how mass extinction events, forest fires, the shape of rivers are all related, and we're going to be doing this by looking through the lens of trophic downgrading. Now I know some of you may not know what that means, so trophic downgrading is the process by which apex predators are removed from an ecosystem. So earlier on I mentioned that we were going to be talking about a mass extinction event. And the reason for that is that the world is currently in the middle of its sixth ever mass extinction event. So in the history of the world, there's only been 6 mass extinction events, and we're in the middle of one right now. The one that we're in the middle of right now is unique for 2 reasons. The first reason is that this is caused solely by one species. So in the whole history of the world, in all the other mass extinction events, never before has one species, you guessed it, us, been responsible for an entire mass extinction event. Now, the other thing that makes this particular mass extinction event interesting is that it is specifically targeting one trophic level. So in the middle of this current 6th mass extinction event, we are targeting apex predators. We are targeting the top of the food chain specifically. And by targeting the top of the food chain specifically, not only is this process called trophic downgrading, but it's going to have some specific impacts, some really major impacts, and that's what I'm about to talk to you about right now. So the first one of those impacts, the first example that I want to give you, actually has to do with forest fires. So when I mention forest fires, it's kind of hard to imagine that there can be a relationship between predators and forest fires. They seem like 2 separate concepts, and I get that, but I'm going to try and talk you guys through a link here. So the first thing that we're going to want to think about is what causes forest fires. And the thing that causes forest fires is fuel, right? You have grass that can be burned. So the example that I want to give you guys is actually a disease called the rinderpest, and that was in East Africa in the 1800s. So this disease was brought to East Africa in the 1800s and effectively decimated the population of cows, of wildebeest, of other large grazing animals. So without these animals there to graze on the grass populations grew out of control, just fueled all of these forest fires. Another example I want to give you guys is the wolves in the Yellowstone National Park. So, as some of you may know, the wolves had been eliminated from the Yellowstone National Park and were reintegrated. Now, when these wolves were reintegrated, they were able to control some of the other herbivore populations, which then allowed the grasses to grow a little bit more, and then the trees to grow a little bit more as well. And when that happened, they were actually able to prevent erosion in the park, and the streams were able to free more freely, which actually made the streams more direct. So bringing these wolves in actually changed the direction of the stream. Thank you guys very much. I hope you had a great time today and hope you learned a lot. Bye.